Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. I am beyond thrilled to be here with my friend, Dr. Melanie Godfrey. She is someone who has an amazing story. I can't wait for you to hear from her. Something that's so special and unique about this industry is the people that it attracts. And Melanie, you are the exact type of person that as I'm building my business and as I'm sharing about this opportunity, you are someone that I would have my eye on and say, wow, she would be a dream teamer. So I love that you caught the vision in this network marketing industry and that you have run with it and that you have found the success that you have in this space. So welcome to the podcast, friend.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate that.
Well, we are loving hearing these stories of success, and you are absolutely someone that we said, okay, we for sure want to hear her story because we want the world to hear your story. So, talk to us a little bit about your journey into network marketing and what was it about this industry, especially as someone who has doctor in front of their name, that you thought, okay, no, I'm interested in this. And you leaned in, said yes, and then here you are. So talk to us about your story.
Okay, sure. So, like you said, I'm a chiropractor. It's crazy. I was thinking about this the other day, like March will be 20 years that I've been a chiropractor. And it's just like time just flies. But um, I had at the time a successful chiropractic practice. I was living in Iowa at the time, and um, I was not looking for anything like this. Like, I'm thinking I spent all of this time in college. I'm going to go to school. I have my own practice now. Like, life is good. Well, in 2010, my sister invited me to go with her to like a home party for some home decor or whatever. Because I love home decorating, all of those things. So I went with her to the party, and I fell in love with the products that they were presenting that night. I was like, maybe I could do this, make a little fun money, on the side for doing my nails or whatever, date nights, that kind of thing. And so I decided, okay, I'll start doing this. And so I got my kit and all the things. And like I said, I was living in Iowa. And with that kind of company, we had to do home parties. And it was all fine and dandy until I had to get all of that stuff out of my car in the snow, track it into this lady's house, set
No,
it up, and I was like, this is not for me. This is
no,
not for me.
not fun.
I don't need the extra fun money that bad to have to do that. And so I was like, nah, I'm good. So fast forward a couple of years, it was 2012. Um, with my chiropractic practice, I had to take out like $125,000 in small business loans. And so it kind of put us, those first few years in practice, we were living paycheck to paycheck. And there were some months where, I didn't have enough to pay myself. I had to pay my staff. I had to pay the business loans. I had to pay rent, all of those things. So it put a little strain on us. And it was also just taking a toll on my health. So I was getting migraines at least once a week. My moods were all over the place. I was on depression medication because of the weather there was messing with everything. I was about 25 pounds overweight. I was broken out everywhere, like acne, like adult acne on my face, my chest, my back, everywhere. And I was just in a place where I was just miserable. And honestly, I laugh at myself now because I would see my friends posting about Plexus and these supplements and what they were doing for people. And I honestly was rolling my eyes. I was scroll past just like, whatever. Like in my mind, I'm thinking there's no way supplements from a network marketing company could be any good. Like there's no way. So I was just scrolling on by. Meanwhile, taking my depression medicine, like, getting these migraines. I had to carry around a medication with me all the time in case I felt a migraine coming on. I'd take the medication. But, I'm scrolling past because I'm like, there's no way. There's no way this stuff is any good. But December 31st, 2012, I I'll never forget the day. Like I can remember it like it was yesterday. Every year we would host like a New Year's Eve party at our house, and I love to entertain, do all the things. And I'll never forget, I woke up that morning with a migraine, knowing that I have all these people coming to my house. I was just beyond stressed. And, you know, I'm trying to get ready for the party, trying on clothes, nothing fit, everything felt tight. I'm just like, I was just at that point. And I saw another Plexus post that day. And I was like, you know what? I'm just sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. Like, what could it hurt? I'm going to give it a try. Right. So, placed my first order. And I told my friend, I'm like, I'm not telling anybody I ordered this stuff. That's the mindset I had. And I laugh at myself now, but like, nobody's going to know that I'm using this stuff because it's probably not going to work anyway. And don't even ask me to share and tell other people about it because I'm not. So I get the products, start taking them. I started on our gut health combo because that's what my friend recommended. I've told her what I was struggling with. She's like, let's start here. So placed my first order, and like it didn't take long for me to at least start to notice. Like the first thing I noticed was like, I haven't had a migraine in a couple of weeks. Like, what's going on?
That's huge.
You know,
If you're a
and
migraine
I was,
sufferer, that's
yeah.
huge.
And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, what's going on? And then I'm noticing like my moods are stabling out. My skin was starting to clear up. And that's one of the things people notice, like, oh my gosh, you look like you have this glow about you. And I'm like, really? You see yourself in the mirror every day. You don't really notice it. And the scale was starting to shift a little bit, but it was more so like I just was starting to feel better. And if you've ever been in that spot where you're just, I don't know, just feel like you're not yourself, that's where I was. And I was starting to feel like this fog was lifting. And so a few people started asking. I was telling a few friends kind of in secret, about it. And finally, my friend convinced me to make a Plexus post. And it was just like, I was just like this. Like,
Yeah,
I was so scared. I was
terrified.
so scared.
Yeah, sweating, nervous.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't want anyone to think anything. I've always struggled with what people think about me. And so I was just like, what are people going to think about me? And so, but I did it and I didn't die. Okay. So I made the post. Some people started showing some interest. I started getting a few customers. But then that's when I really started to just like, okay, let me really look at what is this stuff I'm taking. Let me really start to look into the ingredients. And I was honestly blown away at the ingredients. I was just like, okay, why did I ever think this couldn't be good just because it's from a network marketing company? But like I said, I had that mindset at the beginning, but I really started researching it and then just learning about the company, learning about network marketing, because I honestly didn't really understand the concept of it. I really didn't. And so I started doing that, started really looking into how the products are sourced, all of this stuff. And I was like, I can get behind this. I really can. And so I just kept sharing. My friend was just like, just do what you're doing. Just keep making some posts, tell people your story. And I did. And, at the time with my practice, like I was strapped to that practice. Like if I wasn't physically in my office adjusting patients, I didn't make money. And so I didn't get PTO. I didn't get vacation time. If I was sick and I wasn't there adjusting people, money didn't come in for that day of service, right? Because I couldn't adjust patients. At one point, I had broken my foot and I had to get another doctor to come take care of my practice. I had to pay them to take care of it. And it's just one of those things when you feel like I felt strapped to it. Like it was like almost like a ball and chain. Like I love what I do. I love being a chiropractor, but the whole business side of it was just weighing on me. And so I start getting these deposits from Plexus. Well, at the time, we actually got actual checks.
Paper checks in the mail. Imagine
that.
that.
I know. And he's like, deposit it. I'm like, I don't even know how I earned it. He's like, just put it in the bank.
Yep, that's right.
But yeah. But I was like, well, wait a minute. If I can do this from my phone and do it in my spare time kind of thing, because I still had my practice then. Um, and just kind of fit it in when I could. And at the time, I was like, it was kind of becoming just some fun money. I was like, okay, let me just keep doing what I'm doing. And it's just crazy because that fun money quickly turned into, oh, wow, we're paying our electric bills with this. I can pay my car payment with this. Wait a minute, I made enough to cover the house payment with this. Like, just because I'm doing what I love, helping people feel better. Like, I feel like God put me on this earth to help people feel better, whether it's through chiropractic, through being a good friend, through helping them with supplementation, whatever that is. I feel like that's why I'm here. And this just, it blended very well to me with chiropractic philosophy, because chiropractors believe we heal the body from the inside out. And that's exactly what these supplements do. They're changing your body chemistry at a cellular level. Like, it's just amazing. And I just felt like it linked really good with being a chiropractor. So it got to the point where now I've sold my practice. I do chiropractic. Now I'm the coverage doctor that goes and helps other doctors when they need time off. And I love it because I can work when I want to. If they call on me and they say, hey, are you free? I can say yes, or I can say no. But then I also love every other Thursday, like tomorrow morning, we have a nonprofit affiliated with our church called the Hope Center. And it's for people who don't have insurance. They can come get medical care, dental, and now chiropractic, because I volunteer there. They get counseling, those kind of things. And so it's allowed me to do all of that and still feel like I'm doing what I was put on earth to do, you know?
I have one word that keeps coming to my mind, and it's freedom. So yes, you're still
Mhm.
doing what you love. You're still servicing people and practicing, but you don't have that ball and chain.
Mhm.
And I think it's so interesting, especially just in our culture. We look at someone like a chiropractor who has their own practice and we think, okay, wow, they've made it, right? They are living the life. But what you don't see is the debt behind opening your practice.
Right.
Like you said, the total, you are a slave to the office. You're only getting paid when you're adjusting people. And then there's this whole other world of network marketing, and we receive something called residual income. And so someone who might be listening to this that doesn't quite understand, okay, what does that mean? She was working her business, when she had spare time, or someone that doesn't understand what residual income is and how it allows you the freedom to do what you love, but to volunteer and do it and to give that away in practice and to be able to live your own life on your own terms. What is residual income? How does that work?
Yeah. So with network marketing, residual income, if I get a customer today and I love them well, take good care of them, um, help them continue on the products, I'm going to earn off of that customer, not just the first time they order, but every subsequent month that they order off of that. And, it goes levels deep. Obviously, it's network marketing. Um, and so it's residual. And I hate to say you do the work once and you get paid multiple times, because you still need to love your customers. You need to still take care of them. You need to love on your team and take care of them. But the residual income is amazing because with our company, I can will this money to my children. Like, I can put in my will, which I have, that this money that comes every month can go to them after I'm long gone. And that's building a legacy for your family.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's legacy. It's building that legacy in a way that traditional business just it's so different, because my husband owns a small business, and then, here I've been in this network marketing space for over a decade. And so I see both sides, and I'm telling you, the freedom and the legacy that you build in this industry is unlike anything else. So it
Yeah.
sounds like it's all your journey is so amazing and it sounds like it's all just sunshine and roses and you click join and you use these products and then you feel amazing and then you can't help but share with others and then they join you and then you fly to the top of the company, right? And that's how it sounds. But in reality, we know that this business, in it, we face rejections. We experience setbacks. And so talk to me a little bit about what that has looked like on your journey and how do you bounce back from them?
Yeah. It's true. Like I mentioned before, I've always been someone who worries about what other people think of me, even though they're probably not thinking of me at all.
It's so
But
true.
it's just a
Why does our
struggle.
brain
It's a
do that,
struggle.
right?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. But I've always worried, what are other people going to think? And then, especially with this, I worried about what are my chiropractor friends going to think of me? Because in my mind, I had gotten to the point, like, I don't see this as network marketing. Obviously, I know it is. I just see it as a way to help people. It just goes hand in hand, like I said, with chiropractic. But, you know, what will other chiropractors think of me? That all of that. And chiropractors push back against network marketing. They really do. And the way I see it is they just don't understand it, or they haven't been subjected to the right company. I think that is a lot of it. But at one point, a friend of mine told me, I can't believe you're going to be involved, or I can't believe you're involved in a scam like that. And that hit me so hard. Like, I was like, what? And so, you start second guessing yourself. But then, I was like, you know what? This person obviously doesn't know my character and my heart, and they don't understand Plex's character and the heart of this company, because this company is top notch. Like, the leadership that we have and the integrity they have, I can't say enough about it. So a lot of that is just like a mental thing. I have to remind myself, I know in my heart, I'm not scamming anyone, that all I'm doing is helping people. And if someone sees that from the outside, maybe I need to, readjust how I'm presenting this. But I think that person at the time was just in a place where they were feeling stress in their life and they were kind of lashing out. But I don't know, you just have to just keep going with the flow and just
I
remind yourself that what you're doing. Your heart.
Absolutely. And if you've used the products and you've fallen in love with the products and they've helped you and you've seen them help others and you're aligned with a company that has integrity and they have morals and they operate from a place of values that align with yours, then there really is but there is this idea that, oh, network marketing is a scam. And I'm just going to say, I think people are saying that out of ignorance. They have
Yeah.
never looked at the industry. They've never studied the industry. They haven't talked to people that have been successful in the industry. And when you do your homework and when you dig in, you'll find that some of the most incredible, hardworking, driven, successful business women, that doctors, teachers, people in the health industry, nurses, every spectrum of women and men are involved in this industry. And it's been so amazing to see success at all levels. And so it breaks my heart when people allow their skepticism to pour out and spill onto others. The same thing happened to me when I got started too. And I just thought, no, I know what I know. I've done my homework. And I'm
Mhm.
not going to let what someone else thinks hold me back from what I know. And thank goodness that you didn't do that either,
Right.
because it is hard minding your mind in this business and just be like, if God put this calling on your heart, then run with it. And he's going to open doors and he is going to bless it. So
Yeah.
I know
I
there are going to
agree.
be people that are listening and they are maybe working full-time jobs or they're stay-at-home moms and they're busy, right? Like everyone is so busy. So how, when you had your practice or even now in your day-to-day, how do you balance building your business with your personal life and everything that life is pulling you and wants your time and wants your attention. So how do you do it all?
Yeah. Well, when I started this, I did have a full-time practice. And I just made it a priority. I was like, okay, if I'm going to make this work, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to find the time to do it. And we all have time. We all have time. People are binge watching Netflix. People are doing all the things. And it's just a matter of prioritizing time for me. And I like to time block, like find little 15 to 30-minute power pockets in my day where it's like, okay, I'm going to spend that time checking in on my customers, reaching out to new people, and just fitting it in the nooks and crannies. I mean, granted, I don't have my full-time practice anymore, but there's 5 people in my home, there's 6 animals in my home, and I have a grandbaby coming in 6 weeks. Like, it's busy here.
It's busy. We're
You
all
know?
busy. Yes.
So, but just committing to being organized, like whatever that looks for you. Like, I still use a paper planner. Like, it you can make time if you want to make time. That's the thing. Like, everybody has extra time in their day. You just got to find it and commit to doing it, basically. And then, when it's family time, like, my phone is put away. I'm not tied to that phone. But I also love that I can, if I want to go sit out by the pool, I can sit out by the pool and still work from my phone even while I'm relaxing. So it's just a matter of prioritizing it.
It's definitely a dream job in that way. Like last week, I was on the beach with my family on
Mhm.
vacation, and 99% of the time I didn't work. But when I was working, I was soaking in the sun by the ocean, watching the
Yeah.
dolphins swim by. And it's amazing that we can work from anywhere. It's something that's so special about this business for sure.
Right.
So I love that. We can all find the time. And what if we replaced our Instagram scrolling, or what if we
Mm.
replaced our Netflix to help others? Ultimately, like, we're building this business, but the only way you can build this business is by helping others achieve their goals, by helping them achieve their
Right.
health goals, or by helping them help others achieve their goals. And it's that ripple effect again. So
Right.
if someone was listening and they were feeling like, they're in this decision making phase, like, maybe I'm going to jump in, I don't really know yet, what advice would you give to someone who is considering jumping into this industry?
I say do it, because especially right now in this economy, I heard something the other day that says the average household needs an extra $11,000 just to maintain your lifestyle. And people are struggling and people need money right now. And you should always be looking for a way to have an additional source of income coming into your home. And so, I mean, if you look at it this way, people are like, well, I just don't know. You're networking with people every day already. You're telling them about a movie that you saw that you love. Oh, where do you get your hair done? You tell them. Don't even get me started on TikTok Shop. People buy stuff on TikTok Shop. Oh, I'm guilty too. But
I
or,
love it. Yeah.
I love this new restaurant, and you tell a friend. Um, just do it. But, find a company with integrity and that sees you as a partner and not just a number. You know, I love that Plexus, they make decisions about the company based on if it's going to help the company and the ambassadors. They're never going to do something that just helps the company but doesn't help the ambassadors, or vice versa. And just a company that has culture and community, and it isn't cutthroat. Like, I love our company because we call it one plexus. Everybody helps everybody, because the way our comp plan's designed, if, like, Melissa, you and I, we're not on each other's teams anywhere, but if Melissa helps me by show, oh, this is working for me, try this, it helps me. It doesn't, like, benefit her, but it does, because when our company does better, we all benefit. And so, I don't know, just look for a company with good leadership that has compassion. Like, our president tells us that he prays for us. Like, his motto is, if you're blessed, be a blessing. Like, all the philanthropic work that Plexus does, I mean, they are always giving back. And then, obviously you got to find a company that has products that work. Like we have like what, a 1% return rate on our products. So,
Yes, everyone needs and loves our products.
yeah, right.
It's true. If you have a gut and if you have a brain, then you need, because we have the gut brain
Yep.
axis, like we have products that are directly impacting every area of people's health. And so I know
Right.
I love our company. I'm so proud to be a Plexus brand ambassador. And they say, um, that they wanted to do network marketing in a way that could be done and should be done, but rarely ever is. And
Mhm.
so I really do believe that we are in a special, special place. And because of that, because of the integrity of the products and the integrity of the compensation plan, we have women just like you, Dr. Melanie Godfrey, that can say yes to this opportunity and see incredible success. And not only for yourself, but lead others to success as well. And that's something that I admire so much in you, is that your success really comes from when you're able to see other people achieve their dreams and achieve their goals. And it has just been such an honor to have a
Aw.
front row to your success as of recent. And what an honor it's been to have you on this podcast. Thank you for taking the time.
Aw.
Thank you for sharing all of your smarts and all of your wisdom. It's been a pleasure.
No, I appreciate it, and if I could just say this, with this company, every night I can lay my head on my pillow at night and know that I made a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like all the other things are great, but every dollar I've ever made in this company is because someone's health improved. Like, sign me up.
Amen. Amen. It's the best gig. It's the best.
It is.
Well, thank you, friend. Thanks
Thank
for
you
being
for
on.
inviting me. This was fun.